bids. Think everybody received them in the packet.
Make a motion.
Have a motion by Ms. Marshall, second by Ms. Graham. We have a motion and a second. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The minutes are approved. Next item is the May safety report.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
All right. It's been a couple of meetings since I've been in attendance, and I know Todd reported last month that we had an injury that was reportable. And since y'all met last month, we've had another that was a cut that ended up in surgery. So we had to start back over again with our days. It's been 31 since that injury happened. But we're doing good on the lost time. We're still clicking those off for 600 of them. So that brings us to 2 reportables here today. May incident rate 7.3. Up to date, we've added like 5,000 work hours, so it's going down 6.9 as of today. All right, so I just added in some people and later, since I have not been in. The electrical apprentices have been to a 2-day rubber glove school. That's the second year's MBUA apprenticeship program there in Perryville. They have a training facility. And then last month, we also conducted our yearly certification for post operators. Water employees attended 3 intermediate distribution water class and preparing for water testing, which is tomorrow. We got 4, including myself, going to test tomorrow. April safety meeting covered the behavioral topic, what can hurt me today, and that's, again, trying to get employees thinking, asking questions, assessing job site when we start working. And then we're in our summer, pre-summer mode here, so we always go to the heat stress, and we're preparing for that. What we're advising, as we've done in years past, is stay hydrated with water consumption, and taking a little bit of breaks whenever we get into those extreme heat days. I think we picked up partial Gatorade yesterday and just kind of waiting on some heat index to get up crazy. We're going to have to implement something. Other than that, that's all I've got.
That's a question. Where do we stand for utilities our size on these recordable incomes? That seems the business we're in, 2 in what, 5 months? Doesn't that go through 5? I think this is fantastic.
We are doing well, and I don't have those numbers. I will pull some from
Yeah,
the other utilities and see where they're at. Really truly, until the end of the year, that's when you get the numbers. I don't know if everybody's keeping up with it, but I can figure out what they're kind of, how many employees they got. Before the winter.
Hey, Brett, you want to talk about the e-safety tracker that's coming out a little bit and just kind of
Yeah, ATPA, along with, I think, the engineers are spoken on the heat reliability tracker that they're working on. They've modeled a safety portion along with the heat tracker that it's documenting when the crews do their job briefings in the morning, they're having to sign off on it. That's keeping a record of this was, verbally spoken, and if any incidents or accidents happen, near misses, injuries. There's also some sections in there just help to document what happened, and investigation, and keeping up with it. It's not going into incident rates and stuff like that, but it's something they're working on, trying to benchmark with other utilities and municipal power. And I know that in our group, the OSHA recordable is not fair. And I say that because it's really based off of big companies with a lot of employees and a lot of hours. And then you get small municipals that have just employees, and we kind of give them benchmarks against those bigger companies. So APPA is trying, they're still developing it, and that's something Todd and I need to talk about. They haven't done all the bugs working out yet, but when they do, we're probably gonna try to implement that, use it. Just, it'll be one more tool. It'll get our guys and gals looking, thinking, just not physically having to do that or with that in. But, yeah, like I said, that comparing industries and sizes is not probably the fairest way to go. I would agree with you, Danny, where we're at, and we're not, what you gotta understand is that the recordables, it can be prescription medication, or one stitch, or a butterfly stitch, or glue, or something that's gonna create that recordable. It's still a bad thing, but it's good in the terms of not something serious.
The lost time.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing is with the lost time and keeping that in mind. You know, as long as I can keep it working on light duty or any kind of restriction, we can work.
Well, the business we're in,
Right.
somebody could get hurt every day.
Sure.
And that question, the reason I brought that up is actually, I heard from guys Mike Highland was talking, and he brought up that they're trying to actually talk to OSHA and see if there's a different way we can benchmark ourselves, because the incident rate for our utility compared to Los Angeles, we have one reportable and Serene goes through the roof. They have one reportable, yeah, they have a lot more people, but it's going minuscule, so it's very, yeah, it's very,
It's
not
hard
the same.
it's hard to use those numbers.
The incident
to
rate,
say,
yeah, exactly.
or not.
But the e-safety also, they were talking about how it's gonna actually have the safety manual in there, so where the guys, if they're out in the field and they have the ability to look stuff up, they're gonna be able to immediately see that safety manual and do all their what are they called?
Well, their job briefing.
Their job
preparing for that, they can go back and look at it. And that's a good selling point for the right way, just having that available.
Well, I think
I'll figure out what we're doing with
don't spend
that.
all that time on it. They've got all these.
No, it's a
things
good
to
question.
figure.
Any other?
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is a personnel update.
All right. I want to introduce a new employee that we have, Melvin. If you want to go ahead and stand up and introduce yourself.
I'm the emphasis
Melvin, yeah, as you can see, started May 20th. He took the position. He's over our store, or he was in the plant department. So that's a position that we were able to recently fill. So we're glad to have him on board. One of the other things I want to bring y'all's attention, dealing with the plant, we actually had a resignation where I brought to you previously, potentially of a new position, and person from the plant, Mr. Dean Lynch, after many years of service, and I want to thank him for all his years of service, went ahead and resigned for medical reasons. So we're in the process now of actually, we posted the new job y'all had approved a couple months ago. So we're actually looking for an administrative assistant down at the plant to help, with all the administrative duties down there for all the guys that need help on the computers and doing paperwork and stuff for that. So that department actually did hire a new person and went up by one, but then, so it just remained the same. So we still have one open position there. Also, Ms. Terry, do you want to introduce her, or do you want me? I can. Well, after several months and after going through extensive interviews and a lot of things, Ms. Terry and the rest of us would like to welcome Ms. Dion Rogers. She is moving from our records department to assistant office manager. Okay, so we filled a position over there, but we lost a position. So actually, Ms. Dion is still having to continue to do her responsibilities in the records until now we fill that. We will not have to backfill that position. So, but now that we have a full management staff over there, those two ladies will start the process of hopefully bringing in some customer service clerks and some other positions. So, just want to welcome Ms. Rogers to our management team. And that's all I got. Still working on the others.
Okay. Next item is, April financial reports.
And I'm going to allow this to read it.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
For those of you that I have not had a pleasure of meeting, I'm Tori Perry. I'm the new accountant here. I help Todd in utilities and I help Frank as much as possible. So,
Whatever order you want to go through these, just kind of go over them.
so the one on the left is the year to date, just the past 4 months. This is for April, sorry, for the whole year. And we had a profit of 449,000. Oh, I'm sorry, we had 1.3 actual for the year versus the budget, for the year, which is 449. The one on the left is year to date, from last year, and it compares our, profits as far as the 4 months through April.
You can see that the comparative last year to this year, where it's pretty close, but the biggest difference is we had a CD come.
Right, for the interest income.
Yeah, for the interest income. So we would be a little bit behind compared to last year. If it would have been.
And that interest income is probably gonna be a quarterly interest every week.
Questions? And then last one.
So this is just the profit loss for the last 4 months. With a profit of 1.3 million.
Broken down by property.
Electric, water, and sewer.
And the sewer expenses here shortly will be going up.
Nobody ever said they're gonna change.
Yeah, they're gonna change.
Anybody?
Thank you.
Oh, I have one more thing.
Oh, sorry.
The utility audit has started.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. You're gonna be busy. Okay, since you mentioned, they've been working on that pump station on Wood Street.
Yes.
That was planned. We,
Yeah, that pump station that we get built, You wanna give an update on it real quick, AJ, or just the
Oh,
pump
yeah.
station, where they're at?
Alright, so we got they had poured the concrete slab, put the pump station in place, and the suction line discharge. Electrician has been here this week, so hopefully, at this moment, we are, just waiting on the electrician to finish up, and, once they get done, we'll have a technician come next week and actually inspect it before we go.
So, next month, we'll hopefully give you an after and a before that shows what that building looks like and the pumps and all that. And then
Was that building out there, was that a prefab building?
They came in just ready and they just put it on top of the concrete slab.
Excuse me, I just saw that last week. Next item is approval of the manhole rehab project. As a reminder, last month, we talked about this project, and it come in, overbid. The quote was $818,000. And we had, when we met last time, we had already met with the contractor, ICM, once to kind of go over what was going on. And we realized, all of us sitting around the table, that some of the work items weren't clearly described. And as we talked about it, we realized, well, there's some room for improvement of the price. So at the last commission meeting, we were given the approval to move forward with contract negotiations to see if we could come to a better agreement, so we didn't have to rebid and lose a couple of months of work. So we had some really good discussions with ICM, and we've got a new bid amount that AJ just passed out. It's a comparison between the first bid and the one that we've reached. It's about $219,000 improvement, so we do have a sewer project where the price went down.
the expenses didn't go down. Still spending.
So it mostly revolves around the work that was involved with replacing the manhole frame seals. That was broken down into two work items to kind of clarify, and the net dropped by about $50K and $126,000 for those two items. And then there were a couple items that were listed on the bid sheet that are actually included in above work items, and that's, as you see on the handout with the last two, number 23 and 24 are actually meant to be included above. And so when that was taken out, that's how we came up with the almost $250,000 reduction. So we're very happy with this, and we have a great working relationship with ICM, and I'd like to introduce the owner of the company is here to support our project, Mr. McFadden. He's a member of the Arkansas Engineer Hall of Fame. So we're very happy to have him on this project. And then Kevin Stan has been working with us to get us to this point. So with that, we would request permission to move forward with this project now as it's been amended. Yes, sir.
Maybe you mentioned this, I just want to be sure I understand. Item number 8, replace manhole frame, original price.
Right.
Total original price went from a lot to nothing. Does that mean that we're not replacing those, or was that from including?
8A and 8B was a breakout to fully better explain that. And when we had it broken down like that, the 241 and the 66 actually netted out to about 50,000 less.
Okay,
So that was one of the areas that we focused on. And then the one right below it, there was some discussion on exactly what was included or required for that. So
there's the bulk of it right there.
And it's like, what did you say about 23 and 24? Why do we eliminate it, or it was?
They were actually meant to be included in some of the above work items, and that was a source of confusion there.
So
And
it's
they
all
were,
being
it was kind,
incorporated.
yeah, it was like double dipping, but Kevin and his team, it wasn't clear to them exactly, because we had some footage in there. And anyway, we went through it all, did the math again, and decided it was clear to just drop those two.
And how much do we budget for this? Not that it matters. but-
Well, our total budget for sewer spending on, manhole and lines was 1.3 million. So this came in with what we were thinking about, half of it. We're dropping the other project, the line replacement stuff. I think with the issues we're having with at the other locations, like at Jefferson and 7th, Jefferson and Woods, and West Walnut, we're going to end up those are point repairs that will be very expensive, and it's going to eat into the rest. The money goes out of here, especially Woods and Jefferson.
Item number 7, replace manhole covers. What do we do with the ones that are there now?
Well, Kevin,
we'll just start those two.
that's him.
Okay.
So if they,
Do we need to store them and use them?
what we're trying to do is
Backup?
standardize. We go around there, and we got all sorts of manhole covers,
Okay.
and we.
Different sizes of pipes?
Right, and it came to a head last year when the city was doing their asphalt overlay program. We gotta get out and make sure that the rings and everything are adjusted. And we spent more time trying to figure out what manhole cover went with which
Okay.
ring.
Okay.
So it's, yeah.
It's unbelievable how many different
Right.
sizes of manholes there are.
Yeah, they look the same.
They all look the same, they all look round, but if you're talking depth,
Okay.
you know,
I just,
it's,
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
296 is something you replace it with new ones, I was wondering what was.
Oh, yeah, we do not have that many without covers.
Okay,
If that was the case, that would be the source of a
yes,
problem.
that would be a problem.
Easily
Okay.
fixed, yes.
I
Any other
make a
questions?
motion.
Have a motion by Ms. Marshall, second by Mr. Holmes. Any further discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
And thank you gentlemen for being here. Where are y'all out at?
Out of Jacksonville, Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Not very far.
Not too far.
He's an old wind boy.
Oh,
I
well,
grew up in Cross County, I lived in the big city, Victor's Ridge, you know. My wife and I spent our first night after we got married 61 years ago, right, just a little way from here.
well, glad to have y'all.
And they drove all the way to Memphis to have a hamburger steak.
Oh, my goodness. That was something big 61 years ago.
Well, they're gonna,
Grabbing.
excuse themselves with AJ to get the notice to proceed, bid award paperwork done, and
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item is approval of a 2500 KVA transformer.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Just a couple things here. One's my transformer, we put it out to bid, and Arkansas Electric came in, did a low bid on it, and I recommend we go with them. I was transformer. And actually, sure, that we take line,
Second by Mr. Burns. Excuse me, Mr. Ross. Any further discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Is this a backup transformer?
Yes, sir, when we install like a 2500 somewhere, we don't have a spare for that. You understand what I'm saying? We try to keep those, and that spare can work at other places too, not just one.
Okay.
It's just something we have for a backup, and that's a pretty good size transformer. People don't normally have those sitting around.
Right.
It takes a long time to get them built. They say 10 to 12 weeks. The last one I ordered took about 24 weeks to get
Oh
it.
my goodness.
So gotta get it before you
Yeah.
get it.
Mike,
Okay.
you're getting this though for the Southland project, right?
Yeah.
To fit in the backfill, what we're going to be using there.
Right. That way I'll still have one for later if anything happens. Yeah.
With their expansion.
One other item I have is our contract tree trimming, put that out to bid. ABC came in low bid again, and it's in our budget, and we've used them before, and they do a real good job. I recommend that we go with them, for this contract.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Barnes. Second by Mrs. Brown, and this to approve ABC Professional Services bid for tree trimming, $444,600. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Alrighty, y'all have. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Next item on the agenda is approval to hire in front and assist in the RFP process for power supply.
Y'all had an engineering evaluation form in front of y'all, and these are, three companies that I've used in the past to do other things, but Infront, who actually, y'all might know, originally, I mean, they've been, this particular group of people have been helping us since 2003. They were previously with R.W. Beck. R.W. Beck was actually bought out by SAIC. We used them once when they were SAIC, and the Orlando office is who we use. They left and started their own company called Infront, and so I would like to recommend that we continue to use Infront, and it's the people who have been doing our power supply RFP since 2003, when we originally started going out for this process. I don't know if most of y'all know, but our wholesale power supply contract ends May 31st, 2021, and everybody's like, holy cow, that's 2 years away. Well, if something occurs and we do have a transition in our power supply provider, that process could take up to a year. So, in my opinion, we have about a year to start getting things settled. And with prices where they are, I think it's a good opportunity for us to get out there ahead of the game and maybe start securing some power long term. And also looking at potentially how we're going to start supplying our needs potentially after 2028, 2030, when the coal plants start to cease operation as a coal operating facility. So, you know, we'll start to look at some of those things through this also, potentially. But again, the immediate need will be, you know, a 3 to 5 year potential contract, maybe doing something out so where we're reducing our risk maybe even further out, you know, maybe buying a block of power so we're not going out for all our power at once.
Okay. Explain again about in front.
Okay, the company, there's about 10 employees. They used to work, they used to all work for a company called R.W. Beck, and they were the Orlando office. Well, a company called SAIC bought the whole R.W. Beck company, okay? And they then transitioned over into the name SAIC, okay? The Orlando group of folks did not like how do you want to say it, just the working atmosphere of the parent company, and went out, and it was actually a gentleman named John Painter, and y'all met his wife, Donna Painter. She's done some stuff for us at FERC. Steve Stein, who has been the primary guy that has done our RFP, they're all out of that Orlando office. They literally said, let's just start our own company in front. And the reason they call it in front is, because I asked them, I said, where'd you come up with that? Is because they said, we like to be in front of our customers. We're face-to-face people. We're not the business philosophy of the other company. They did not care for relationship, and they are this company, yeah, and they are very, very knowledgeable, and they're the ones that have written, like I said, our RFPs since 2003. Yeah, I mean, actually, the conference I was just at, the mayor's with me. We sat down and met with Steve and talked to them and said, hey, this is going to be in front of my board. So it's literally, they're pulling up what they had done 3 years ago and saying, okay, here it is. Let's go through it again. It's not rewriting the whole thing, and they know our systems. They know, how we all work already.
Was this company a little upset with them doing
Yeah, I think so.
Imagine so.
But they're a big
it?
company.
There are no lawsuits or anything?
No, there's not. They're a huge company. This company is more of a federal defense. They do a lot of federal defense engineering. So it's a little bit. They actually broke off and actually became a whole other company. They split their company, and they have a whole other company called Leidos too. So I don't think there's any issues there.
Any indication of cost?
I would say it's going to be around 30 or less to do the whole process.
Okay.
But you don't take that into account when you're hiring professional services. I can tell you about where the cost is going to be, but you don't take that into account when you're hiring professional services. And again, these guys are doing right now an RFP for Alabama, the city in Alabama. They are, again, they've been doing this for.
Small startup.
That's right.
Right.
They have years and years of experience and have many connections within the business.
We're doing business with the same people, just under a different company name.
Yeah.
And then it would probably be cheaper because they know our operations.
Correct.
and everything. Okay, refresh everybody's minds what
I'm just
RFP is.
refer for proposal.
Have a motion by Ms. Marshall, second by Mr. Holmes, that we hire in front for our RFP process for power supply, starting in June 2021. Any further discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Anything else? Mr. Ross?
I make a motion, meeting be adjourned.
Have a motion to adjourn, and a second by Mr. Ross, second by Mr. Bruce. All in favor? Any opposed? We stand adjourned. And I'm